Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. Welcome. This is just gonna be a chatty video, get ready with me, where I'm just putting on makeup. It's been a while for me, and just chat a little bit about life. So if you want to find out more details about that, then of course keep on watching. Even though I just finished editing my light olive foundation series, that season 2 that I just posted on my channel, it still feels kind of weird for me to sit here and film, because I guess because it's been a while since I last made just a sit down, get ready with me video. I wanted this video to be more chill and laid back. I don't have any notes or anything planned in front of me. That can sometimes be a bad thing, because I can chat on and on and on and on and then make this video too long, and I don't want that. But honestly, I want to get more feedback from my loyal subscribers that keep coming back to watch my videos. Thank you so much. So again, this is just gonna be a get ready with me, and just gonna open up to you guys how life has been lately. So without any further ado, let's get into it. You might see me drinking this on and off throughout the video, so if you're wondering what it is, it's just water, frozen strawberries, blueberries, and a little bit of sugar in it, just to kind of sweeten it up. I know sugar's not good for you, don't come at me. I do my best to eat healthy, mostly plant-based. Oh, I forgot, key ingredient in this is the ginger spice. It's pretty good. I recently watched a video from Regan Hart. I will link her video down below. Her content is mostly targeted to conscious consumers. She does a lot of beauty product reviews on clean and indie brands, so I really enjoy her channel. And recently she made a video on Coco Last Impressions, where she was testing out products from her collection, that probably things that are the oldest in her collection. And she encouraged people to, you know, go through your makeup stash and find out what are some things that maybe you gotta get rid of. So that kind of inspired me a little bit, and I thought I would go through my stuff and pick out some things that I probably haven't picked out in probably over a year, and see if those products are still good. I'm gonna start with the eyebrows, but one of my oldest thing here is the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. I don't even remember how long I've had this. I just love not just the packaging, how small and easy it is to, you know, keep it with you, travel with you, throw in your bag, whatever. But I really love how pigmented this is. However, I do have to say that ever since I got the transition palette from Dominique Cosmetics, I had used this color here, Coal, for my eyebrows, and I actually really like this tone, this cool tone, much better than this right here. This is much warmer, but I realized that I actually enjoy using more cool tone colors for my eyebrows. I don't wear makeup every day, so it's kind of hard to hit pan on things. I've seen a lot of people come up with videos where they call it Project Pan Project, something like that, where you make the effort to not buy makeup and just use the rest of your makeup, and don't buy it until you completely run out. There is no reason why you should be piling up a bunch of makeup. But even if you make it your job, I still feel like you kind of have to be responsible with that stuff. Consumerism is a real problem, not just in fast fashion, but also in makeup and in skincare. I think I have mentioned this before in a lot of my videos, that I do struggle with coming up with content. For a little while, I did feel that I was going on a roll, like I was really rolling with the content. It was a mixture of blogs, some tutorials, some product reviews, and some fun things like, you know, tag videos. I don't see a lot of those things anymore, especially makeup tutorials, because I think like at this point, most people can find just about anything. There's a makeup tutorial for all kinds of eye looks out there. So the thing that makes it really hard as a content creator is how to make it different and how to stand out in the crowd, right? I do want to say I am going to be using the whole collection, the whole Sigma and Beautybird collection. I had probably used these only like 3 times. Honestly, they're just the display so pretty most of the time. I have it back there. But yeah, but I do need to use it more often, because it was quite the investment. It was the first time that I had purchased Sigma brushes, and I always hear the rave about them. This brush here is the Dream Eye Perfector. So I'm going to be using that in this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C 5.7. I mentioned this product in my collaboration video with Jira, where we recommended concealers for olive skin, and I have noticed that they don't make this shade anymore. I'm getting a flashback from Taylor Wayne, because a lot of times when she recommends stuff, like when she recommends beauty products, people end up discontinuing that specific product. So I hope I don't have the same luck. I'm just going to clean up my eyebrows just a little bit. I didn't used to do this for the longest time. My mom, when she would do my makeup, she would do this, and honestly it does help clean them up. I don't do this often, but when I do, my eyebrows look pretty good. I did see some comments about this specific concealer on Reddit, and most people did not like this concealer, and I can understand why. It's very drying, which is why I never use it for my under eyes, but I'm not gonna toss it, so I can at least use it up for things like this. Sometimes I might use it to spot conceal a blemish. I do appreciate if you can leave comments. What kind of content do you want me to make? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't see myself being like the next Taylor Wynn and just doing a bunch of content testing out foundations. Not only does that mean that I would be buying and consuming a lot of products that most likely are going to sit on the shelf for years, but also a lot of the foundations that are actually targeted to olive skin are very expensive, so it's just not sustainable to do that. One good thing about a drying concealer like this, might not look good on your under eyes, but it's great on like your lids and like eyebrow carving because it self-sets. I feel like I don't have to set it down with like any powder. A palette. Let's think of a palette. The packaging on this is so pretty. I got this because it was recommended by Tarte. The first couple of times that I used this, I was not impressed. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that some of the shades here didn't feel pigmented, or the fact that maybe I just wasn't using the right brushes. Maybe I just don't know how to use my makeup. I'm gonna use this one. This one is the Dream Large Blend. I'm gonna start using the color Nice. I was telling you guys that the main reason why I kind of stopped posting consistently on my channel was because I got pregnant, had a hard first trimester, then I felt fine, but I just found myself very busy with life. It felt like the second pregnancy, really third, went by super fast. It like slipped away from me, and I was only able to do a few vlogs here and there, which by now of course they have been posted on my channel. Once you stop doing something such as making videos like that, you kind of lose your momentum, and so of course it was getting harder and harder to come back. I kind of lost my groove of things, and of course I kind of forgot how to edit videos and things like that, so it took me a while to get back in track. I wish I could say that I have a bunch of ideas and to create content and just bring it out to you guys. That has not been the case. I don't feel like I'm really creative in that sense. So this is why I do need your guys' help. I need to find out what you guys are looking for. I've been wanting to share with you guys the lip products that I have in my collection, because I have also gotten a few comments asking me to share that. And as you guys know, depending on your skin tone, lip products can look really different on everybody as well. Aside from the whole pregnancy, last year I had my baby on December 24th. He was definitely my Christmas present, and I can't believe that we're almost there. So a little background to my firstborn. I did plan out a little birthday party for her, but this was in 2020, right? And only a couple of friends really came to that, and that was really memorable for us as a family. Her second birthday came and went as well. That one was definitely a bigger deal, like a bigger party that took place in our church, because it was bigger and it just worked out so well. However, deep inside, I'm not an event or party planner at all. It gives me anxiety. I feel too stressed out. I don't see myself doing this often for my kids. For my son, I feel like because the nature of the date that it falls on, December 24th, you know, we're in the middle of holiday season. Most people are either sick or out of town. So I don't really think that we're gonna do any sort of party. It's probably just gonna be something very small like we did with my daughter. With her 3rd birthday, it was just my husband, my parents. So yes, even though obviously the first birthday is a big deal for your children, I also don't want to add any sort of financial stress trying to make a party happen. It's not the best season right now. I know a lot of people, friends, and some family members are sick. My kids are just getting over a cold. I thankfully have not gone down yet, and I hope not to. I think we're just gonna go very chill about it this year. I'm gonna go with RSVP. Sometimes I end up comparing myself with other people that have had kids, and I wonder why they seem to have like more freedom, more time to themselves to do things that they like to do. And I realized that it's because a lot of times these people have like a village, right? They have the grandparents there all the time. They have other family members helping out, and we have not had that this year. So it's really been on our own most of the time, which is not a bad thing, but I forget that I shouldn't compare myself with those people. It's so different when you have, you know, the grandparent that's taking care of your child for free. We've had to deal with paying for childcare for both of our children, and that is very costly. It's very expensive. And so I felt like life has been a lot of work. We've still struggled with a lot of things, you know, financially speaking, and obviously starts to bring a lot of stress into the family. Definitely has affected my mood. I have felt very uninspired. If you have been around my channel for a while and you watched, especially if you watched my blogs, there was a few of them where I mentioned that I enrolled online in a makeup academy where I could take a course to become a makeup artist. I felt like I had failed at that because they gave you 2 years to finish your course, and those 2 years came and went. So I had to figure out what I was supposed to do, and thankfully they allow you to purchase an extension. Honestly, the hardest thing is finding the time for somebody to watch my kids, and then finding somebody that's willing for me to practice my makeup on their face, right? So that has been the biggest challenge. Even though they allow you to do the makeup and practice it on yourself, it's not the same thing. So I have really practiced on like maybe 4 different people. That doesn't help, right? I'm gonna use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Okay, so eyeliner is not something that I practice nearly every day, maybe once a month. I feel like they don't look even at all. I'm pretty sure once I put lashes, the look will look better. I actually have quite a bit of mascaras that I'm testing out at the moment. My go-to is definitely the Essence Lash Princess. I really like this one, but I use it way too much. I have been testing out the highly rated anti-gravity mascara from Milani, and I have recently been trying out the Covergirl Exhibitionist Stretch Strained Mascara, and I have noticed the difference between both of them. So what I'm gonna do is just test them both at the same time. If there's one thing that I have found out about mascaras and my long but very straight lashes is that I definitely benefit from using a waterproof version. I don't like mascaras that are not waterproof. I have not been impressed by many mascaras other than the Lash Princess and the Dime Beauty one. Those two have been great. I think one of the reasons why I have not felt as inspired to make content for my channel is because I personally have not been able to spend as much time as I used to watching YouTube. So I would say on average I maybe watch 1 or 2 full videos on YouTube. Just now I had to replace the battery from my camera, so hopefully I'm not too out of frame. The less I watch YouTube, the less inspiring I feel. I think what makes the biggest difference for me when it comes to mascaras is to see how they hold up throughout the day. So they might look great right now, but if they start to go down or if they start to flake, then it's a no-go. Oh my lord. I just realized that I started recording again and I put the microphone down. Technical difficulties always happen. I am gonna still put on lashes, but before I do that, I'm gonna work on my face. I hope you can see my natural blush. This always happens when I'm feeling hot, and this room is really hot. I don't always look like this. Mamá, si estás viendo este video ahorita, gracias por la recomendación. Está muy rico. I am the worst when it comes to primers. I most of the time just forget to put them on. So I have not tested a lot of primers lately. I have had this one for years and years and years. Yeah, I've had pan on it, but I'm still trying to use it up. I used to enjoy how this one felt. This one has a terrible flashback, so I don't really ever use it. I don't even know why it's still doing in here. But I do want to try this NYX Marsh Mellow Primer. This came in the last time that I had a big order from Ulta. Oh, it smells good. I'm not even sure what this type of primer is supposed to do. It probably would have been smart to find out what kind of primer this is. All right, I can't with these bangs. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. I'll never get over that tune. I actually have a foundation that I have not tried. This did not make it into the olive foundation because I don't think it's olive. This one is the JCat Skinsurance Max Coverage Silky Foundation, and it's in the shade Soft Beige. Oh no, that's not gonna be a good color. The reason I got this is because it was going on sale, and I remember a few YouTubers that I watched recommending this product. Supposedly it's a beautiful foundation. It's supposed to be weightless, long-lasting, unluminous, natural glow. That's so light. I'm just gonna try it out because sometimes you don't know until you start blending it. No, I definitely can't go too light like that. I kind of agree with some YouTubers that don't like to recommend products when they are discontinued because you can't get your hands on it. I did want to put a disclaimer in case this no longer exists. As somebody that has olive skin, you would know how important it is to have some sort of green color corrector because it can really help you change the undertone of any foundation. So that's what I'm about to do right here. As I continue to talk about life, one of the biggest thing that happened in this year was the move. Where we used to live, we were renting, and the landlord decided to kind of do a quick sale on it. Obviously that was gonna add a lot of pressure to either move away or try to buy the house. It was a smaller place, but we would have made it work. It was a 2-bedroom and 1.5 bath. We did do what we could to figure out if we could buy it. We just kept going back and forth. We really prayed for the right answer. For the longest time we felt like it looked like the road was leading us to buying the house, and at the very end everything crumbled. Now we had the pressure of looking for a new place, and man, if you're in California, you know how hard it is to look for a decent place here. We just couldn't see ourselves settling in any place smaller than a 3-bedroom. And finding a 3-bedroom was super hard. We were just in limbo for a while between this place and another place. But thankfully, the good news is that we did find this place, and we have been locked into a year lease, even though we do see ourselves staying here. And we've also had dealt with some job/career changes. Don't want to get too specific, but technically, like, my husband has gone through a lot of changes that obviously has affected, you know, the family. So it's been a struggle finding the balance, finding life-work balance. Even though I can see myself as a stay-at-home mom like I used to be when it was just my daughter and I, at the same time it gets overwhelming because everyone needs a break, right? It's so easy to have mom guilt. Speaking for myself as somebody that's very perfectionist, even though that's such an impossible standard, I still see myself always second guessing in the whole game of should've, could've, would've. I don't know why I torture myself like that. So I'm trying currently to just give myself a little bit of grace and learn from mistakes and just move forward, right? I realized that I'm probably going a little bit heavy-handed with the whole makeup, but first of all, I have not done this type of look in a while, so it feels like I need this, even though I'm not going anywhere after this. How many of you watching are actually parents? Leave me down in the comments below. If you want to share with me, how many children do you have? One of the things that have really changed my perspective is when I realized how they're not gonna stay little for long. I know I'm gonna look back at those hard times and miss those times. So I just take it, you know, one day at a time. And yeah, not all days are great. Some days I just can't deal with my 3-year-old who acts like a teenager. And my son is finally starting to show his colors, you know, and he's got a strong personality as well. When I'm on Instagram, I'm starting to find more and more posts that of people being more vulnerable about this side of parenting. So for false lashes, I most of the time go to the drugstore for them. I never really buy expensive lashes, but I have 3 actually higher end lashes that I got only because they were going on sale the last time that Ulta was going through their 21 days of sale. The Lilly lashes in Godess that I've been wanting to try it out. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is gonna take a while. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back with the finished look. I managed to put the lashes on. Just like I had a feeling, the look just pulled together with these gorgeous lashes. I love them. And just decided to finish up with the lip liner. I will not be telling you what lip liner I'm using because I want you to watch my video where I'm sharing / recommending the lip products that I have for you, especially if you have an olive undertone like me. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me down in the comments below your favorite way to watch YouTube. For me personally, I love watching YouTube on my TV because I get to lounge on the couch and don't have to worry about holding my phone or my kids knocking it over. So that's my favorite way to watch YouTube. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. Give this video a thumbs up, and more importantly, let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. I will see you in my next video. Bye.